Hi everyone. So let's start for this session, and this session is for very special, and this is the we'll see here the problems and solutions of theorem 3, and this is for the second part. Now let's start our first exercise. So if from O a point in AB straight line, so this is the O point, and this point is on the AB straight line in any position. Okay. So those two straight lines OC and another straight line OD. And this two straight line is the opposite sides of the point O. Okay. Now this two straight line, this is a make two angle. This two angle is the COB and another angle is the AOD. Okay. And it is said this COB and AOD is the equal. So we have to prove the OC and OD are in the same straight line. Now you see the sum right up. So AB is the straight line and point O, any point on the straight line. So this is the important. O is the any point on the straight line. Okay. And this OC and OD drawn from point O, and this two line is the opposite of the straight line AB, and it is said in the problem that COB equals to AOD. Now prove that the OC and OD are in the same straight line. Now you see here, this OC stand on the AB. You see here, this OC straight line stand on the AB straight line, and this two angle is a supplementary angle. This is a COB and COA, and these two angles summation equals to 180 degree. This is a 180 degree. So next we see here OD stand on the again the AB straight line. OD stand on the AB straight line, and this two angle, this BOD and angle AOD, these two angles summation equals to 180 degree. So there is no doubt, this is a straight line and this is a supplementary angle, and these two angles summation equals to 180 degree. And in our problem already said the angle COB, these two angles, angle COB and angle AOD are equal. Now you see the angle COA. So angle COA and angle AOD, this should be 180 degree. Okay. So there is only one logic is there. These two angles summation, this angle COA and angle COB, angle summation is 180 degree. Okay. But here, this angle equals to this angle. Okay. So this angle plus this AOD angle, it is also equals to 180 degree. So this two angle is called the supplementary angle. If it is a supplementary angle, then it has to be straight line. This CD has to be straight line. Okay. So this is our proof, and this proof is come from Which theorem? This theorem, theorem 2. So now let's start to the second exercise or problem. Now this problem is said that two straight line A, B and C, D. These two straight line cross at O. Now see here. This A, B and C, D, two straight line cross at O. This point. Okay. So now X, O, Y is the bisector of the angle BOD. So XOY is a line and it is a bisector of the BOD angle. Okay. So we have to prove that this OY, this straight line should be bisect to the angle, which angle? The COA or AOC angle. Now I have written here which I have told earlier you. Now come to the proof. So line A, B and XY is the cut at point O. Okay. So line AB, this line and this XY line is a cut into the O. So this angle and this angle, this XOB angle and angle AOY is the equal. There is no doubt. Okay. So it is from theorem 3. Okay. It is because this is a vertically opposite angle. Now you see here line CD, this line CD and XY line, this line is again cut at point O, so that this angle COY and this angle DOX is equal. Okay. Now there is a logic. So DOX, these two angle DOX and angle BOX, these two angles are equal angle. So if this angle is the equal with this angle and this angle with equal with this angle, so these two angles should be equal. Okay. So COY and AOY should be equal. So we can say the OY, this line, is the bisector of this CO or AOC angle. Okay. So let's see our next exercise, and all exercise related to theorem 2 and theorem 3. Okay. Now again, two straight lines A, B and CD, the same problem but it is in different way. If the angle BOD bisected by which line? OX line. Okay. And again this AOC, this this angle is bisected by line OY. So you have to prove that the OX and OY are in the same straight line. This is a reverse problem of the previous problem. Okay. So this is another problem and you can easily can do by own. But let's see how I prove it. So line A, B and CD intersect at point O and OX is the bisect of angle BOD and angle AOC bisect OY. Prove that OXO and OY in the same straight line. So anybody want to write up, so you can follow my this video and you can take this writer for your information or for your exam. Now, let's come to the solution. So, this AOC, this total angle, this AOC equals to angle BOD, because this towards straight line, and this is the O point, the intersecting point, and these two angles are vertically opposite, so that the angle AOC equals to angle BOD, which is already I have proved at theorem 3. So if you want, you can watch my video for theorem 3. Okay. Now, this DOX, angle DOX. So this angle DOX and angle BOX. BOX. So these two angles is the equal because it's a bisector. Now again, this angle COY, this one equals to angle AOY. This is also equal. So this should be half of BOD, and again this should be half of COA. So you can understand. So all four angles, this angle, this angle, this angle, this angle, all are equal angle. Okay. So again we have proved in our earlier problem. So this angle equals to this angle, so that this XY should be a line, because this BA is the line and this is a vertical opposite these two angles. Okay. Now let's start our another problems or exercise. So these all problems are relatively same problems, and if you understand to solve the one problem, I am guaranteed you can solve the others problem. Okay. By that way, we can prove also this exercise, and let's see the another problem. So if OX bisects an angle AOB, so that by folding the diagram about the bisector, so OA may be made to coincide with OB. Now you see, if OX is the bisects the AOB, so this OX, this is a bisect of the angle BOA or AOB. So this OA mm, this OA should be coincide with this straight line if we fold this on the OX line. Okay. So this is very easy problem, and we have already done this type of things by the paper. So I have shown here. So A and B, these 2 point is coincide. Now there is a problem. So how would OA fall with regard to OB? There is a condition is there. This is the one condition. The angle AOX were greater than the angle XOB. So this angle, this AOX angle, this angle is the greater than the angle XOB. If it is a greater than XOB, so it should be the shorter. Okay. So this AX line, this AX line, this line, and BX line is to be the shorter than the AX line. So that this is the line of the OB. Okay. Now there is a next problem is that if the angle AOX were less than the angle XOB, so this line, this is the reverse, this XB line is the greater than the line XA line. So it is again the fall the line by this way. So thank you.